Day 3 of my adventures in Sutherland saw me heading on the longest trek I'd done so far on this wee adventure, and it also happened to take place on the shortest day of the year. Today was the winter solstice.
Well, it's about 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. And I slept okay last night, wasn't too bad. I've had the car running now to heat up. It's about 2 degrees outside, something like that. Anyway, it is the shortest day of the year today. It's the 21st of December, the winter solstice. And I've got the final hill to go up, Beinn Leoid, and it's a bit of a remote mountain, this one, so it's a wee bit of a walk-in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my sleeping bag, which I'm in at the moment. You'll probably not see it because it's too dark. There you go. And get changed, drive the short distance up to the hill and get cracked on with my head torch. So I need to get back home as well. It's a 4-hour drive after this walk today. So I suppose I better stop talking and make a move, really. Get some breakfast, get changed, go out in the cold and get going. Right, let's do this.
So after dragging myself out of my nice warm car, I got up, got something to eat at the car, and then headed the short distance along the road to the start of the walk. Once I was there, I got my gear on, put the head torch on so it was still dark for a few hours, and I set off into the darkness and the gloom of the morning of the winter solstice.
Well, I've been walking for about, I don't know, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and it's about 8 o'clock now, and sunrise is about 10 past, quarter past 9 I think. And usually you can start to get some light in the sky about an hour and a half before sunrise, and I wasn't getting that. And I've been following this very well constructed path up, and I thought, why is it so dark? Anyway, you'll probably not see this, in fact you won't see it, but below me I've just emerged out of a bank of fog which is filling the valley or the glen floor. So that's why it was so dark down there. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, this is the winter solstice today, shortest day, so one of the reasons I've left so early. But I knew there was a good path, there's a fantastic stalker's path for a good couple of kilometres in, and I knew I could follow that with a head torch until the light came to the sky. So that's what I'm doing, making good progress, and now I'm really looking forward for the sun coming up. There's still cloud above me, but I might get some nice atmospheric shots down into the glen and the trees just emerging out of the fog. Fantastic. Right, time to Barry on. Well, I can see why some of the description called this Corbett remote. It's pretty bleak out here. If I spin round, I don't know if you can see. That's the Graham. I'm not going up that hill there. It's way beyond it. I'm way over there somewhere into the mist. I need to go, so I need to skirt round the side of this Graham. But it's very, very murky and gloomy and atmospheric. There's lots of low-lying mist, and every now and again there's a wee shower coming in. But it looks okay. I'm going to crack on. I've got the map and compass out. I'm taking bearings at the moment, and every now and again it's clearing like at the moment, which is lovely, so I can see that I'm going in the right direction. But less talking. I really need to get up and down, so I'm going to get cracked on and hope for the best. Make sure that I get to the top and safe and back down again. Well, I tell you, it certainly feels like a remote mountain, this Corbett. I've been walking for about, I reckon, 2 hours, maybe just over 2 hours, and it's been over pretty pathless territory. I've now picked up another stalker's path, thankfully, because the ground has been rough going, really rough going. And I think that's kind of contributed and added to the remote feel of this hill. We really are quite a far distance from anywhere. The road I left from was a single track road, and from there it's about a 4 or 5 hour journey down to the central belt, and then I'm a good few hours away from that. So anyway, I'm at Loch Dhu, which is behind me there. I think you can see it in the camera. And from here I head up to the top of the corrie. I head at the top of Loch Dhu and then up Beinn Leoid, which is just in the cloud over that way. I don't think it's going to come out of the cloud either. So yeah, that's the plan. You never know that this kind of misty weather, it's that kind of fine drizzle which kind of soaks you. So I'm hoping that maybe when I get up there, or maybe on the way down, it might clear a wee bit, because that happened yesterday. I was in the cloud all day and I just got a half an hour spell where the clouds cleared and the views were absolutely fantastic, and it made it worthwhile just for that 20-minute spell. Anyway, I'm not going to get anywhere with just chatting. I'm going to crack on and get to the top of this mountain. Let's go.
After regaining the Stalker's Path, I followed it up round to the top of the corrie, and from here it was a hike up the slopes of Beinn Leoid and into the mist. That sunrise which I was hoping for just didn't materialise, and as I gained height, the ground got frozen and everything became white. It was covered in rime, and it was kind of raining now. It was freezing on impact, and it did make the going a bit slippery as I approached the summit of the remote Corbett in Sutherland.
So here we are on the summit of my third mountain in 3 days, Beinn Leoid, and that's been a bit of a pull, to be honest with you. And it's cold and icy up here. You'll see all the rime on the summit trig here, and it's raining now, it's spitting, the wind's getting up. But you know what, I've enjoyed myself, it's been great. These last 3 days have been a fantastic way to get away from it all, and I based myself in the perfect spot for the 3 hills. I just wish I had a van and could have done a bit of van life instead of car life. Wasn't too uncomfortable though, comfier on a tent and hotter with that engine. So it's the winter solstice today, and from here on it's hard to believe that the days are drawing out and the nights get shorter, which is great. We've still got the rest of the winter ahead of us, but yeah, in terms of daylight, this day has the least number of hours in it, so it's great. From here they get longer. With that in mind, I'm going to head back down because I've still got a long way, I think maybe 8 kilometres back to the car, over pretty rough terrain, so I want to get down before it gets dark. But it's been fantastic. What a great area. Shame we don't have a view today, but you win some, you lose some, and on to the next one. Right, time to get off the hill. Wah.
Well, I didn't linger for very long at the summit. It was cold and wet by this point, and I headed back down just the same way I'd come in, and it was a long trudge back across the moor, and especially the bit where there was no paths. But as I started to lower the altitude, I got below the cloud, and there was some decent views, so I stopped and I took a few snaps before heading back to the car. After taking a few snaps, I found myself back at the car and ready to head home. It was only 186 miles along single track roads, well, some single track roads. It was going to be a long journey home, but what a great 3 days I'd had up here in Sutherland.